Alrighty, well, hello there. This is ads of this taping, a very early morning live stream. Surprise, surprise. I'm just getting the old tablet prepared here. I have everything pretty much situated. I'm going to do yet another experiment because I want to. And this time, coffee. All right, I think everything is a go. I believe I can be heard. And yeah. We're gonna do a nice little cloudy scene here. 12 by 16 inch rolled canvas glued to a foam board once again. All right. I'm using a different set of colors and I'm using a little bit of black today. Ooh, sacrilege. So I got umber, black, titanium white, dark blue, and I have turquoise. Yes, that's turquoise green. Okay, as this painting goes along, I am expecting a phone call probably about an hour from now, so I have to remove myself from the chair. And if you've noticed, I got this thing in my ear, so when the phone rings, I just gotta tap it and see who it is and whatnot. Okay, all right. So I see a few people came in and then left. They were like, "Oh, him again," and they shut it off. That's all good. Okay, this time I've put glycerin and white paint together on the board. Put my finger on it. There you go. All right. So we're gonna see how that works. Okay. I kind of had an idea of what I want to do with the clouds, so I'm getting a little bit of turquoise, a little bit of green, and a little bit of white mix. All right, and we're just gonna do one of these numbers just like this. Put it right in there, just like so. I want to lighten up that turquoise right in the center a little bit, right up in here. And then we'll just kind of smoothly fill out that rest. Now I'm gonna just go pure turquoise up in here, just like that. Once again, it's just the white, the glycerin, and the turquoise mix. That's all we got so far. I have an idea of what I want in my little mind already. So, hello, how are you doing? Hello, Muse. What are we painting today? Well, we're gonna do a little ocean scene. Okay, and with the ocean scene, I got a pier right here. That's about the only thing I've taped up, really. Now, I'm gonna smooth all of that, get rid of those streak marks. I have glycerin and paint mix for my medium. I put that on this board first. I'm just stirring it around, getting rid of the streak marks. Kind of a smooth background palette of a sky for right now. Okay. A little bit of white mixed in down here with the turquoise. So a different palette of colors today. And I'm gonna concentrate on the sky a little more than usual, because it's very open painting, so it's only got one subject, which is the PIER, and that's not even centered, obviously. Perspective, you know. Okay, something like that. Very smooth. Let's put this brush right here for right now. I'm gonna deepen up that turquoise just a little bit. Just up on top here, because I already know what I want. And it's just simple brush strokes. Just deepen the turquoise up top. Turquoise is turquoise is turquoise. No matter how many layers you put on it, it's still going to be that real pretty bluish green. It's just a stronger rendition of that green. And once again, get rid of the streaks. Just make it as smooth as possible. Just like that. Like I said, I think I'm gonna go this route for my paintings, because I always liked canvas, but the reason why I kind of strayed away from it is because, one, I do a lot of tutorials, and two, where am I gonna place all this if I don't sell them? You know, they kind of gather up very fast. But with the foam board, being that it's incredibly light and it's thin, very sturdy, I can actually play around with, you know, placing them and all that. So I do have to brighten up where the horizon line is here. Everything's gradual, okay? And it's just titanium white. The paint is still very much wet. And I'm just building up subtle colors, building up the tones a little bit. I just want to have a brighter value down here, down below. You'll see in a second why. Then I'll just take that and I'll just stir it, mix it right in with the blue. I did not clean off my blender brush. Don't have to. Very light, very light. Just like so. All right, okay. Just like that. Okay. No problem, D. Digging the colors so far. Appreciate it. Like I say, I'm not going to do a rush job per se. We'll take our time, have a little fun with this. Okay, now I'm going to rinse off the brush. You guys can see that. When you get a mop brush, which is just essentially a woman's makeup brush I got from the Walmart there, they do soak up a lot of water. But if you get to clean it early, and I got a big beach towel on my lap here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's here, just like that. I usually point it, you know, somewhere over here, but you guys can see it better from this. Perfectly fine. I'm gonna place it back. I'm gonna use it again. All right. Now that I got this nice turquoise thing going, I got a little lightness happening here. Okay, now some of this might be washed out because I have two lights, one up above. Where's my camera? One up above up here, and then I got one, sorry, this way, right here, right off camera, right there. So one there and one up there. Actually, you can see the glow a little bit right there, and there's one there. It's just shining on my face the way it's shining. All right, let's get to getting. We're going to use, because I want to shape this cloud a little bit. Let's get a 3/4. I need to shape the cloud the initial darker cloud. Okay, now what I'm about to do is really establish some depth, and we're going to really play around with the dark part of the cloud. The light part, this is already finished. What's going to add a lot of character now is the dark cloud, which will come up around here. It's going to swell up. It's going to come here, swell up all up in here, and pretty much surround. You can have a little pocket of pretty, and then all the rest is going to be the threatening type of clouds. But we're going to put all our details and stuff in that. Okay. Alrighty. I do believe I'm gonna need a little more of this nice turquoise green, which is the color you see here. Just turquoise green and a little bit of titanium white. Okay, this is a very pretty color, a color that I don't use too much of. Why? I just don't. You know, it all depends. You know, sometimes I even bore myself with my choice of colors because it's usually the same colors. I can alter them, but they still somewhat look like, you know, the color palette's the same. Sometimes you want to kind of venture out here and there, you know. All right. Okay. All right, let's get to getting. Here we go. Let's get some turquoise blue. Let's put it down here. When you see me looking like I'm looking in the great beyond somewhere, I'm getting the tiniest bit of black, like on the corner of the brush here, and I'm mixing it into the turquoise. Okay, which is going to give me a kind of a funky dark turquoise grayish color. Now I'm gonna need a lot more than what you're looking at here, so I gotta gather a nice chunk of this color. But I like what I see. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Therefore, I'm gonna go for the gusto, get a nice chunk of black, nice chunk of turquoise, and just mix it. I gotta get a nice batch of it. You figure if you put black into stuff, of course it's gonna get darker, but you can always lighten it up a little bit. But just adding more turquoise to it. But I need it fairly dark, and we build the lightness up from that. But I just need plenty of it, probably more than what you're looking at right now. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I can explain to you what happened. The unit was working fine. The internet itself is a little sketchy on the signal, okay, because of the way the house is designed. But I had my bit rate too high. All right, I had to knock it down a bit, and once I knocked it down a bit, then everything worked smoothly. It was just too high, which got a lot of the buffering. All right, so it was just set too high, and the resolution was also giving a little issue. So the resolution got knocked down, and it's still high def. It's just not like super sharp, and it doesn't need to be because YouTube will re-encode it anyway to their specifications. So, and that's really what the problem was, because I haven't had any issues since. If anything else goes wrong, it wouldn't be on my side. It would be the cable provider. All right, but that's what the trouble was. And I just had to just sit there and really figure out what on earth was going on. So I had to shut the phone off, concentrate on what I was doing here as far as the video and audio, and that's how I figured it out. So that's what happened. Okay. So yeah. All right. And here we go. Now, I already know, like I said, what I want and how I want it to look. Okay. So we're gonna start it right up around in here somewhere. And I'm gonna just really just kind of sketch it out here. That's not the end of it though. It's about to get swallowed up here, ladies and gentlemen. All up in here, probably like all up in here like this. I need more black. Told you I'm gonna need a lot of this. More turquoise. It's gonna have to be fairly dark, and they will build up from that darkness. So it's gonna be darker than this. All up in here. No glycerin, won't need it. The glycerin's already on here. And we're gonna come up through here, build it up, billow it. And we'll kind of put a thin one up in here, just kind of let it feather out. Come, and we're gonna nice straight line there. Like that. But all this is dark, all of that. All our tones and stuff will be all in this grayish stuff in here. And this is the first color, just rounding things off. All right, all this gets darkened, and then we're gonna play all in this. More black. More turquoise. Put it in there pretty deep. Like I say, we're not gonna rush all of this. To establish your depth and to really give something very ominous, kind of have to really put that stuff in there. And I'm just blocking it all in. Does not have to be looking all perfect and fine. And these clouds are billowy clouds. They're churning around and moving around. So I'm not looking for perfect, rounded things. All I need is them to be fairly dark. And we're going to build the light from that dark, but need them fairly deep here. Okay. Getting some more black. And I'll scoop up the rest of that turquoise there. Get some more black. There we go. Nothing but paint. Once again, just making it darker. Get some billows in there like that. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Hold on. I just seen something. Hold on. I just seen something there. I'm gonna put a face right there. This will be our secret. Then I'll just kind of put the billows right there a little bit. There. I just seen a little face. Okay. Just like that. All right, let's rinse off the brush. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with that. Now remember, when acrylic dries, it dries flat. All right, I'll put this right here where I can easily find it. Let's take a smaller mop brush. You know what? I don't blame you. Cable is too much money. That's a lot of money. I don't know where they think, people are getting all this cash from. Now all I'm doing is really flattening, smoothing out the colors a little bit. I'm not getting rid of all of the tones, but I am gonna smooth out some of these, not getting rid of the differences in tones or anything. I'm just smoothing it out, and we're gonna add our own stuff in there. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. We're gonna play with all of this. All right. Let's put that right here. Let's get a tissue here. Because I tend to mark myself up a bit. I want to try to prevent some of that. Glycerin on the tape itself, tape is not porous, so it will just sit there. It will dry, but it will sit there on top of this tape, and I really don't want to put palm prints in it, so that's why I'm wiping it away. And usually I'll sit and I'll just stare at it to see where I want whatever. Okay. All right. Let's take old filbert. Let's take old filbert brush here. I know I have another filbert that I prefer. There it is. I see it. It's a little more of a stiff filbert, and it's a long handle guy. Pro Stroke number 6 filbert. Yeah, right here. All right. We're gonna do a lot of playing around. Okay. All right. Let's take a little bit of titanium white, and I mean a little bit. I'm gonna put it right here in this previous mix, just like so. I'm gonna get a nice chunk of it and just mix it in there. Very gradual. Now, your choice of where you want some of the light source to be, more or less. All right. And we're gonna start putting all sorts of little tones and all sorts of stuff in here. Okay. Actually with this, no. Let's start all in here first. I kind of like the little face thing. I could have shaped it a little bit better, because there's the nose. I could put like, there's the chin, whatever. I could put, be cute with it or whatever. All right, anyway, let's play. Let's play all in here. Just like this. You're not gonna get rid of everything. And I'm gonna just scumble all sorts of little designs and whatnot all in that. Very subtle. This is not going to be just a one pass thing. We're going to do it gradually. Just like so. Get a little white, put it in here. Just gradual stuff. We're going to do some of the darks the same way. I'm going to bring some of that lighter tone up around in here. Very, very gradual. It's like that. I'm going to take my smaller mop brush, and we're just going to kind of come around and smooth out some of the edges. some of them. We'll go with the lighter stuff up here first before I go up in here. Take a little titanium white. We'll put it right in here. I got the color on my brush. As you can see, I'm separating the colors so you can see the differences in value. And once again, the brighter you go, the less of it you really need. I'm going to take my little tiny brush, see this, smooth some of it out. So it's up to you how much of this you want to be lit, how much you don't want it to be lit. Okay, really up to you. So some of you guys might get a little bored watching this, but just take your time with it, have fun. All right, you'll see how it starts to build up here. Little titanium white. Let's go back in here. I got paint on the brush, so I don't need to really mix. This is my mix. I'll do a little bit at a time. Destroy that top edge a little bit. Just like that. We'll keep building it and building it. Real slow, methodical. Hey, Chris here. Where are you? Hey, Serena, how are you? Hey, Lori. Good morning. How are you? Hello, Ann. How are you? Welcome, Australia. I have a few buddies there in Australia. Yes, I do. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops on. Be good to see him. Okay. Still work on these little billows here and there. Smooth out a few. So I'm really picking and choosing my spots. Very gradual. Yes, that face is in there purposely. I seen it, wanted to capitalize on it a little bit. Very odd cloud shapes. Very gradual. And if you see the technique I'm using here, for those of you who came in, another experiment is 16 by 12 rolled canvas glued onto a foam board. This time I've placed, I used glycerin and paint mixed, much like liquid white, and put it over there on the top. I used turquoise for the initial color, a little white and turquoise there. And that's about that, about it, for that. And that's what I used. Okay. So we will let that tack up a wee bit. All right. Okay. Let's go into our, I need a little more regular turquoise. I don't need to contaminate it with any black right now. I'll just go over here. So it's just pure turquoise right now. And see this cloud over here on the extreme left? This fella right here. We'll take just the regular turquoise here. And the same thing I did with the titanium white, we're just going to do with the turquoise. Right up in here. Little gradual stuff like that. I don't have to light it up. I don't have to add any white to it. Just the turquoise itself. Just like so. Take your time with it. All right, not too bad. Only a half hour in. Just like so. We'll play around with that a little bit. And I'll leave it be. I know you don't really see much of it, so what I'll do, I'll add the tiniest, and I mean tiniest, bit of white to that. Just in there like this. I still want that kind of turquoise-ish look to it. Very faint, very, 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 very faint. The smallest amount of white. Don't be worried that it's, you know, that it's bright there. It's all right. Keep playing in there. Keep playing with it. Keep playing. It'll wipe away. It'll bring that turquoise in there. See that? Hashtag don't panic. You're okay. I promise. Everything will be all right. You can build up all sorts of billowy things there. And then you just smooth it out. You'll be able to tell your brush is touching. You'll be able to feel it. Just takes a little practice. Okay. RV, how are you? Yeah, I really don't. I don't usually mess with turquoise. I could, it's just I choose not to, basically. All right. Let's play with a little bit of that deep blue. Now we're messing with values, all right? So I'm gonna go a little deep, like this. Same concept, okay? And now I will play with the deeper tones. Once again, circular motion. You're gonna marry those two colors in there. Now I'm using a circular motion. You don't have to use a circular motion. But you can definitely see the difference come through. Okay, see that? Very gradual. Now remember, there's black in that turquoise. So it's gonna give a bluish grayness to this. Okay, and black recedes, or anything dark, it recedes as darker color. So it brings things back a tad. Follow me? So be very careful and where you place your darker values, because it will recede. Follow me? And just very circular motions, very soft. All right. And I'm using the smallest bit just on the tip of the bristles. I'm just guiding where I want the color to be. I'll kind of really accent Mr. Face here. Watch this. Give him a little jawline there. So it's me messing around with Mr. Face, just teasing. Okay, now I'm gonna bring some of that shadow fairly close. Like I said, I know where the bristles are touching. Okay, let's surround some of that. Very subtle, very subtle. Don't force it. Very subtle. Some of my paint's starting to dry up, so I'm gonna make some adjustments. I can feel the tackiness starting to come on my brush. So it's just basically a quick cleaning. See, I can see some of it's peeling there. There, that's just the paint though. All right, let's clean that brush. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just checking out a few things. I'm looking up above there. Okay. Same concept. Okay, same concept, but with deeper colors here. And we're going to take Mr. Big Cloud and we're going to bring that up in here. So it's going to be even darker. So as I'm looking at it, we're going to go into a little bit of black. We're going to bring it right in here. A little black, a little bit of that dark blue. It's dark blue and the black mix here. And a wee bit of the turquoise. I'm just using a little bit of water. I still don't need to use the glycerin. Glycerin is reflective. It's still on here. Here. See? Still on there. So you can still move it and manipulate it. Okay. I'm just saying though, how are you? Good to see you. Just stopping by to say hello. Hello back. It's good to see you. I'm not usually on this early in the morning. Usually Norgus is on. She's probably on now. It's Thursday, so she's on. Actually, Bruce might be on if he doesn't notice that I'm on. And usually Bruce is on. I'm watching him. Okay, now we're gonna concentrate on nice, deep, dark, ominous looking stuff right up in here. Look at this. All right, you see that happening? And we're gonna play all in that. Yes, we are. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Y'all remember Predator? Oh, we gonna have some fun. We gonna have some fun. You know, when I make references like that, all I do is date myself. Yeah, I'm old, damn it. Leave me alone. Don't judge me. We're gonna have some fun. So those of you who aren't very used to me or don't know, you know, the channel, I clown around a lot because I can. It's my channel. It's my party, and I cry if I want to. There won't be no crying here. Okay, we're gonna smooth some of that out there. Don't flatten anything. These are tumultuous clouds. $10 word. A little black, a little blue, a little bit of turquoise. Put it in there. Look, little touch of water, and I mean just a touch, just to loosen up the paint a little bit. And we're going to continue here by the horizon line. Really put the dark in and on that horizon line there, like that. Don't block out your previous color. Don't block all of that out. All All right, don't do that to yourself. And on the bottom here, it's fairly dark. You want that sense of depth. So make your horizon line back there pretty dark. It gives a very a good sense of this cloud is just mammoth. It's large and in charge. It's the kind of cloud you really don't want to be caught out in a rowboat. That type of cloud. All right. Oh, is Chrissy doing that crack on thing? I'm multi-talented. I'm multifaceted, Chrissy. I can talk junk and paint at the same time. You will not have to bring out the psychiatrist chair, Chrissy. I promise. More black, more dark blue, more turquoise. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, she said grandchildren. Yeah, okay, I can't say nothing smart about that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. When grandkids are teenagers. Yeesh. But you know what though? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Grandkids, you get to see the grandkids become teenagers. That's, shoot, I can't knock that. That's a blessing. It's a beautiful thing. I think my grandmother lived I was in my late 20s. So very fortunate to spend a lot of time with my grandmother. A lot of time with her, you know. "13 and 3. Oh boy. Now that's a gap. Basically, once again, I'm just filling with the dark. Now, if you notice, I'm using more paint than anything, okay? Because the paint's starting to tack up, which is fabulous for me. Up here in this corner, dark. Make that corner dark there. Just like that. I'm not gonna accent too much with any white. All right, and I'm getting a lot of values, okay, as I'm doing this. I'm not smoothing everything totally over. As I'm working with this, I'm gonna sneak in a little bit of light in there, but just very, very, very little. All right, because I want this darker cloud to kind of overpower, so you will know that it's in the front. Now to do that, because once you put your main mass color in, it's up to you how you want to shape your clouds. It's up to you where you want that cutoff to be. All right, this is your painting, your world. So I want this cloud, I'll just do it right here. It's gonna come up just like that. See this? See where I'm putting it? Just like that, big solid mass right in here. Shape it. Shape it right up. All up in there. Just like so. Put it in there. Make some of them little floaters in there, like so. should be expecting that call any second now, because we're about 45 minutes in. It's 9 o'clock here, Eastern US. I'm on the Eastern Seaboard. Oh yeah, let's bring that out a little bit more. Just like that. Really smooth like. Okay. I'm gonna take a much smaller brush. Now remember, I'm taking a little longer on this part than I usually do because I don't have very much to put in front of this. It's just open sky, and then the water and the pier. So you're gonna make your clouds about as interesting as you can. All right. What kind of brush am I blending with? I'll show you right now. All right. Basically, these are makeup brushes, you know, makeup rouge brushes like this. That's what they are. All right. So I'd rather pay $7 for a pack of 5 than, you know, $13 for one. And they do the exact same thing. It's that fine hairs and all of that. I'm just cleaning off these guys real quick here. Well, those are the type of blending brushes. They're the same exact thing. It just don't have a fancy artist name on them, and I go get them at a big box store. But they're the same thing. I even have a smaller one, which I am going to use. Okay. All right. Let's take a. Here we go. Come here, buddy. I'm taking a 1/4 inch brush. I'll show you. 1/4 inch flat. No, even smaller. Come here, little guy. Come to daddy. There you go. This is this little fella right here. It's number 2 bright brush. Little tiny guy. Okay, let's get a little bit of white. Remember, I still have glycerin on this. All right. Okay. Watch. How about right in here? Just a little touch of something right here, like that. Okay. And maybe up around in here a little bit like this. Not much. I'm not going to add too much of this in here. All right. Now let me take this paint off the brush. I'll just scumble it. Scumble, scumble, scumble. Shape it any way you want, anywhere you want. I'm not going to take it too low though. Utilize some of that dark color, put it in there. Not too much. Not too much at all. We'll play around up in here a little bit, just like that. All on the edges there. Very, very tiny little highlighty things there. Just like that. Be very selective where you want your light source to be. Okay. Let's throw a little bit of that. We'll throw a little bit of that up in here like this. I don't want it to be super bright, but we're gonna get some kind of, and we'll kind of smooth some of that out a little bit. Like that. You see how it's starting to build up here? You see that? That's how you do it. A little bit at a time. You're just fine tuning. You go wide, more narrow, more narrow, more narrow, more narrow. You understand? As you block in, you know, obviously white block in color, then you start tightening little areas and tightening little areas and tightening little areas. You got me? $14 and 3 great-grand 14. She's the woman got her own soccer team, both sides. I'll stop teasing you now. 14. Lord. $14. It's about the size of the when my grandmother had she had 8. Some crazy number. But there's a soccer field full of them too. I got a whole bunch of cousins. First cousins, second cousins. Okay, you guys see how it's starting to form. And this is nothing but a lot of different values. All right, and I'm using the black and the turquoise mix, all right, to get what you're looking at here. Okay, and we're going to continue this all the way around with a tiny brush. Okay, I want it pretty deep in that corner, so we're not going to mess with that too much. But we are going to get a little bit of love right up in here, just a little bit. Very, very fine. Okay, up around in here, and then I want you guys to see it, so I'll pull back a little bit, and I'm just tapping, do a little scumbling here, get some of those values going, like so. No hard edges. The hard edges I don't need. There's a party going on inside the cloud. We already got the hard edge right here. Okay. All right. It's getting tacky, so you can kind of put a little pressure to it. All right. Okay. I already see where I'm going to separate some things. Let's get a little black, a little dark blue. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're reversing the color because I'm at the area of the face. Ramona, how are you? All right. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. All righty. Let's play with that silhouette there. Up in here. Same premise, but we're just reversing the color. You got me? So we're gonna kind of shape up that chin there. Here's the chin. So I want you guys to see what I'm doing here. Here's his nose. His or her nose. Rip in there like that. Just shaping up that face a wee bit there. And you see I'm patting it, rubbing, patting, scumbling. Okay. Because I still want different types of values rolling around in there. You follow me? Go up in here. Go up in here real cute like. Vary your hand pressure as you're doing it. Be real cute, real coy with it. Real coy. Come up in here and add a little darkness right in there. I don't have to take a big glob of paint and do all of it. That's not necessary. You can manipulate and move this paint around. Get whatever value you want. Just be real smooth with it. I'm just pressing in the paint just to get a nicer, softer blend in spots. I don't have to do it all over the place. All right, okay. Let's return some of that dark. I still wanted this one solid thing there. Okay, okay. Now we're gonna work in the other direction. Hello, Vicky Porter, how are you? I think that will be a treat to hear you do ASMR there, Chrissy. Actually, let's use the same brush. We're going to do the same thing that we did with the black. We're going to go back to our white. Smallest bit of white. You might not be able to see it. Let's bring it down here. We're going opposite up here. That small bit of white there, right on the tip. All right. Okay. Now remember, any bright color will bring this stuff out. You follow me? So we're gonna have a little fun with that. I'm gonna clean off the brush. And once again, we're just gonna scumble. See, I can kind of rough that up a little bit. Use my brush and almost like dry brush. Like that. Tip of the brush, we're gonna do this procedure a lot. We're gonna do a little bit of it right in here. Just in little spots there. And I'm just rubbing that color into the paint. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere. Same concept. Let's join this and we'll just have it separate like that. Come right to the edge there. So you can kind of reshape your clouds to whatever you feel. Yeah, so Serena, I was up quite early. Sometimes that, you know, it happens. I'm up 5 in the morning sometimes. And if I look at my phone, I notice that you're on. You know, I'll plug in and check you out there. I have no problem doing that at all. I'm pressing down pretty good on my little blender just to get some of that paint in the edges of that white. See that? Just like that. So we got this guy in front, these are in the back there. You got all this working here. You got that little face thing happening there. Okay. We're gonna go into a little bit of turquoise. Right here, we'll put the turquoise right here. Get a little bit of white, put it in there, just like that. Just like that, okay? We're gonna do the same exact thing again, but just using this bright turquoise. All right. Hold on for me. I have a touch screen and I'm just gonna touch the focus a little bit back there. Bring you guys in focus there. All right, right up in here. Look at this. Have fun with it. Really wanna kind of accent that edge. So I'm just following the edge a little bit, just like that. Okay, I'll wipe off my brush. I'll just blend with this brush. One is quicker, it's a little easier. No hard edges. Smooth it out. Just like so. Same technique, different same mass of cloud. See that? We're gonna kind of rub that in down there on the bottom there. Having a little fun, that's all. Having a little fun. Much like that. Okay. Let's put this little fella away. Let's draw back a little bit. Let's go back here. That's pretty much where we're at so far. All right. Okay. Let's take a little bit of turquoise. This is the part of the video you say, what is he, an idiot? What are you doing? Right up in here in this corner, we'll get a little bit of, hello Shane, how are you? Yeah, there's no way around it. It costs a little bit. But not extravagantly. I'm still an average, normal, whatever, guy. I don't have bags of money like in the cartoons and stuff. When I did have a nice sum of cash, I bought the 2 cameras, which never leave the house. And then I bought the webcaster and the Revachon video switcher. The stands I've had, the camera stands. I bought a lot of camera gear. The camcorders, when I got them, just for this setup, they were like, I know one I got cheap for like $80. The other one was $150 for the two cameras. The one that you can see right here above me, and the other one that's looking down at the palette here. Those are HD Canon. They're Canon camcorders. Okay. What also cost actually were the monitors. I think you would see the monitor. You're looking at the top of the lid of the monitor here. All right, the monitor. I got a couple of those. Those were like, I have two this size. They're 7-inch, and then one is a 5-inch, and they cost a grip. And each one of them were over $100 each for the monitors. The most expensive unit that I do have is the Webcaster. The Webcaster is awesome. It's very simple to use and to put in for Facebook and YouTube. I don't know, because of the way its algorithm is made, I don't know if they're gonna add Twitch to it, but there's a number of other platforms that they got it designed for. Okay, and I don't know. Well, for this unit, they unfortunately discontinued it, so it jumped in price incredibly. But you can still buy them. This one here is another one. I have one that I fried, which is still in the shop. The guy's really hunting for the parts for it, and so that's an ongoing story with that one. But when it is done, when it is prepared, I'll have two of them. And what I'll do with the second one is I'll just make my cell phone a hotspot, and I will be able to bring it outside and do filming with it outside while the weather's still warm. If it's fixed by then I'll do some plein air painting. I'll just go to a park somewhere and I'll set my stuff up. I got a smaller easel, I'll just set it up and just do some painting there. And then I would use one of the more expensive cameras, because you might not see it here, but right here is the Canon. This is a Rebel T3. I got a T6 in the bag and a few other ones. So, but I didn't get them all at once. It's just a bit by bit over time. Because when I just started with the iPhone, really. And yeah. Okay, I got this paint. It's just turquoise. Watch. Right from here, right in here, I'll just kind of sweep it along, just like this. Sweep it along, come right to the edge, and just sweep it along. I know, I'm an idiot. Just getting a little variance, just like this. Come right to its edge and sweep it along in this fashion. Bring it all up in there, just like that. See, it's still wet, so I can still fade and play with it, just like that. And I'm gonna fade it really carefully. Fade it. Blend it right in. Blend it. Little variance in the turquoise, that's all. And since this turquoise is obviously lighter than the preceding color, I can get away with it. Put it right across. Wipe off the brush and fade away. Smooth as I can. Fade it. Just a little variance in color. Once again, you're just adding a lot of depth to it. I walk in. continue to fade it. Fade it right into nothingness if you can. Take your time, don't rush. Do not rush. Okay. Hey, Vicky. Why did I just put the brush to my chin? Just testing the moisture. That's all. I'm quiet because I'm thinking. I'm getting a little black. Put it right back in here. A little bit of that deep blue. Quarter-inch brush. Because I'm getting ready to take this tape off. Okay. But I want it. I mean, this horizon line here. Yeah. You see what I'm doing? Oh yeah. It's gonna be dark, baby. Dark on the bottom here. Solid dark. Okay. But I'm gonna fade the top. And what am I doing right now? I'm establishing some deep depth right here on the bottom. And as I'm doing that, okay, not necessarily making it even, right up in here, like that. I'll clean off the very same brush, wipe it across my towel. Yeah, you guys can somewhat, yeah, you guys can see it there. Now be very careful. It depends on how wet your brush. Mine is fairly dry. And right on the top here, I just fade it into the lighter tone of dark. No hard lines. Try to avoid those if you can. Try to avoid them. Now I want to show you something real quick. I'm gonna be very coy about this also. Yes, Chrissy, get better, get well. Burns are nothing to joke about, really. Especially for an artist. And she's a lefty. She's a southpaw like me. Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of that arm, Chrissy. And it is in a crazy spot too, man. The reason why I'm tilting my head, I want to see how much glycerin is still wet. And it's not. Well, not too much. Right up in here, I'm going to play just with a little bit of brightness. Right up in here. And I'm going to scumble some of this. I'll blend it right into that nice light blue. Keep it, try to keep it as even as you can when you scumble this stuff. Spread it. This takes just takes practice. Okay. Once again, don't rush. Do not rush it. All right. I go through brushes. Yes, I do. It's all right. They're not the most expensive brushes in the world. And you know what? You spend $30 on a brush, and you find out that the bargain basement brush is the one that lasts better, lasts stronger. It's just a better brush. Just to make sure I'm not in your way. Playing around with a little bit of that brightness. Told you I was going to take some time with these clouds because there's not going to be much else. So you want to get some interesting stuff happening with your sky if there's not going to be anything much in front of your subject. Okay. Okay, okie dokie then. Let me tell you something about that, because usually stuff like that is a marketing ploy. You follow me? There's a jazz musician. His name is Herbie Hancock. He's been around for a long time. He's an amazing classical pianist. Yeah, he had a few pop tunes that really made it big. Okay. He's just an astounding musician. Do you know he made a Casio, which is a brand of keyboard, but way back then when he made this commercial, the Casio was like the bottom barrel of keyboards. They're like toys, beginner keyboards for kids. They had these little tinny sounds to them or whatever. But he made a commercial for them. Now, a musician of that caliber makes a commercial for a Casio toy keyboard thing, and he was playing what he would play on a classic piano or whatever, but he was doing it on essentially a toy. Okay, I don't believe they never had anybody sound that good on their toy ever. But the thing is, what I'm saying is that your creativity and your skill level is not in these. All right, this is just your instrument. Your talent, your skill level, and all your learning is in here, and it's in here. It's in you, not this. This is just the instrument. Okay, so I hope you guys understand that analogy. All right. Okay, enough of that. Let's peel this stuff. Da 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 da. Oh man, I gotta put my coffee down. Sacrilege. Ta-da! Alrighty. So that's what we have right now. Yes, ma'am. Don't be suckered. Here. Don't be suckered into buying these guys. I won't tell you how much they cost, but you don't see me, look at my videos, you don't see me using these too much. Maybe this one. Okay. I got a few others in here. Don't do that to yourself, please. I used one of these. There were hairs and pieces of hair all over the place. I'm picking off hairs. I'm looking at this brush, I'm picking hairs out through that. I think I didn't talk very highly about that expensive paintbrush from those haughty-taughty companies. Listen, use what works best for you. All right. Look at my mop brushes, guys. Look at these. I want to show you something. Look at these. Each one of these came from Walmart. They're makeup, rouge, you know, put your little rouge on. That's all they are. But I use these to make this. All right. I'm pretty sure Chrissy, D, who else? There's a few in here. $5 for a pack of 20 at the hardware store. There's nothing but a window trim brush. These are the ones sometimes that I use to make those pine trees. Yep. Yep. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Your talent comes from practice, not from the brush. Okay. These guys, most the average artists are on such a tight budget, you know. What do you want to do? Buy a brush, or you want to eat? You're gonna buy a, you know, a super duper expensive canvas, you know, or do you want to make your car insurance payment? Which one, you know? Oh yeah, Oswina. If I reach for it, I'm gonna bust my butt. I got the same brush you were using for your clouds. It's a varnish brush, extremely flat, which you're using to do your clouds this morning. I got 3 of them sitting right over there. Same brush. I like these. These are the ones Clive 5 sent me. These are pretty cool too. Matter of fact, there's another one or 2 more, but these are ones Clive sent me. If you see me use them here, Clive 5 from Wales. It's one cool brother, very, very humorous. That guy knows his stuff for real. Clive. Okay. Now, if you look at this, it doesn't really have too much of an impact yet because you got all of this. Oh, okay. You don't have much of an impact because the lower part of the string is just dead white. You follow me? Oh yeah, Chrissy. I agree. So once I start putting color here, all right, then you'll see the impact. Right now you don't really see it as much because this all this blank. Okay. All right, this is what the effect of color and what it does. All right, for you. Okay, and plus I needed a little more activity in the clouds, which is why I put the turquoise in there and faded it out and whatnot. All right, okay. Let's get this show on the road. I'm debating something here. Yeah, I might as well do it after I drink my coffee. I actually what bird is that? I think I got one from a raven and one from a pigeon. Feathers, they fall on the ground out here, and I look at it, I examine it, check it out, whatever, and I just take my X-Acto knife and I cut it. Nice little point. Use it for my India ink, and I'll use that. I use the little quill for, especially when I did my sketching and stuff. I still got them. They're somewhere around here. I think I got the feathers. I think they're over there somewhere. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's in my little box there. But yeah, I use them. Okay, hopefully I shall see you later. Enjoy. Well, that's over. The coffee, I'll put it right here. I'm going into my mix of paint and glycerin, which I have to refill. And what I did for the top, I'll just do for the bottom. Why not? Okay, here we go. Let's see, you guys get to see this part. And basically, it's very runny. Okay. And this is it. Glycerin and craft paint mix. That's all it is. A very little bit goes a long way. Trust me when I say this. Get as close to that horizon line as I possibly can. I'm just really slowly inching it toward that top. As I'm doing it, I'm using my whole arm. I'm not doing it with my wrist, okay? As close to that. There. I got you. Then the rest you just wipe back and forth. Just like that. So I can put a little pressure on it. That's it. Little fingerprint test ready. All right, perfect. See, you can see the fingerprint. Okay. That's it. I usually mix half and half, or a little more paint to it. I'm running very low on it actually. I'll just clean off the brush. When I clean off my brush, it's just out of habit. Okay. All right. Let me sit up here. Forgive my squeaky chair. I need to just fasten the bolts on it. Take care of yourself, whole sweeter. Thank you for coming by. All right, Lori. Thank you for coming by. I do appreciate it. You guys check out Lori's crochet corner. You don't know if she'll be cooking something or she'll be doing a game. She has quite a few people online in her live. They're pretty popping. They're moving along there. They're having a good time. Very nice. All right. The water. A few ways to approach the water. I'm gonna approach the water pretty much in the same way I've done the clouds. Okay. The water will be more or less brighter toward the horizon line. A little deeper toward the bottom. All right. And if you can't drop well, you should be able to drop her link. Oh no, you might not be able to. But what I'll do is that in my community tab, I'll just drop all the links of my buddies, and then you guys can just find it on my community tab there. Vermont is on, as a matter of fact. So I don't think he knows that I'm on. So the approach of the water, once again, I'm going to approach it like I approach the clouds. Okay. Yeah, I'll set the colors in there, the main colors. All right. and then I will build up off that. All right, and so here we go. Bust out some more turquoise. I don't have enough, which is apparent. That should do it more or less. We'll see. I will incorporate the colors that you see here. The turquoise, the white, and the deep blue. And I'm gonna utilize a bit of the deep blue, and I have to put some more black in there. We're gonna utilize all of that. All right, turquoise. Let's put the turquoise. We'll go at least this far with it for right now. Right about there. All right, okay. Now, obviously it's lighter because of the white that's been put on this. You follow me? Don't worry about that. It's okay. Be easy, baby. It's all right. Be easy, man. It'll be all right, bruh. A little bit of dark blue. Right down here. What is that? Still more dark blue? Get a little bit of that. Right on the bottom, very bottom. Put it down there. X strokes, really. Paint's very wet, very pliable. Move it around. X strokes, just like that. I'm gonna keep doing that till I get the shade that I'm looking for. We're gonna move it up a little bit, a little higher. Just like that. X strokes, X strokes, X strokes. Okay. Don't worry about all of that. Back and forth, like that. See how it blends? Hashtag. Pause for station identification. Actually, I'm just pausing for more black paint. Okay, let's get a little bit. That should be okay. That should be enough. All right. Take a little bit of black. A little bit. Very little. Can you see that? That little dot right there? That's about all. Come here on the bottom, very bottom, right here, right up in there. All right. Once again, it just turns it grayish. Follow me? You're gonna just build it. Do it a little bit at a time. Trust me, a little bit at a time. He's ruining it. Shut up. I'm not ruining it. A little bit at a time. See, the paint's still wet, still movable, still blendable. You follow me? Very smooth, very smooth. Vary that hand pressure. All right. It's black, but it's not black. You follow me? Okay. Be easy, baby. You all right? You okay? You okay? You're all right. okay. I swear, all will be well. All right. All right. Let's get a smaller brush. We go with a 1/4 inch. There you are. Come here, buddy. My little turquoise handled favorite. Okay. So from up here, we'll add a little white and turquoise, and we'll play with that a little bit, all right? A little white, a little turquoise, just like this. Now remember, you build from all of this, okay? All right. So let's go here. I'm going as close to the horizon line I possibly can. Keep it even. I'm using my whole arm. Follow me. Whole arm. And we'll bring all that down here. Don't matter. Remember, there's glycerin all through this in that paint, so it don't matter. Do this. Do this. And don't just, you know, that's like that. All right. Hashtag. Must I repeat it? I would like to thank all of you that all right, see you later. Be careful. Right, bye bye. I'd like to thank you guys for sticking with me, listening to me joke around and act crazy. I do appreciate that. I don't take none of you for granted. So thank you. I'll never take none of you for granted. That would spend your morning with me. All right. Same premise. Back and forth. Get as close as you can to that horizon line. Okay. Once you go down below, have a little fun. Just blend away, okay? Blend away. Blend your troubles away. La 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 la. And all of that crap. All right, let's get going. Listen, if you can't have a good time, have fun. Why do this? You gotta love it. You really do, okay? There's nothing more sad than a bunch of angry artists. Okay. Oh, RV, I had the same misgivings as you. Am I good enough? Will people laugh me off of YouTube or whatever? I had the same thing. Everybody goes through that. Rick, how you doing? What's going on, boss? I don't know why YouTube won't let nobody, you used to click on the name and go right to their site. I don't know. Anyway, Rick is another fantastic artist. And Rick and Chrissy, for those of you who might not know who they are, well, like I say, later on, I'll just drop the links. Okay. All right. Now, as you see, now you have a little more depth. Okay. A little more stuff happening now. You see that the colors are kind of matching there. Okay. My black is a little bit on the light side, and that's fine. We're gonna work on that right now. A little dark blue. Okay. Let's put it, and we'll put it right here. A little dark. It's just dark blue. A little touch of black into the dark blue. All right. Still plenty of glycerin on here. You follow me? And I'm still just blocking in stuff. All right. We're not really get into it yet. I'm just blocking it in. Follow me. La la la. It's getting tacky. That I can feel, but that's fine. That's all good. Block it in there. That blue black here. And once again, X strokes. See, just X strokes, X strokes, X strokes. That's all I'm doing. But I can feel getting mighty tacky, and that's okay. Now, don't force it. Okay, you're just gonna lighten your hand pressure with this. Follow me. Lighten that hand pressure. Okay. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my God. Call the art police. He just broke a rule. Shh, go back to sleep. Shh, it's okay, go back to sleep. Why is he doing that? There's a little shadow under that there pier. All right. If you think that's crazy, remember, you get this overhanging cloud. That's not all going to be bright. You'll get some of it up in here. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. So now, like we worked with the clouds, all right, we're going to work with the water the same way. All right. No Nessie. The big creatures are gonna come a little bit later. Yesterday should have been my day to continue the dinosaur painting. Today's what, Thursday? I might just pop on. If I don't pop on later on, today, Pittsburgh Studio's on. If I don't pop on later on today, I'll pop on maybe tomorrow. I know over the weekend, I think I might be a little busy. We'll see. So, and basically what I'm doing is just psyching myself up to it. Once I put the dinosaur painting here, it's going to be on there until it finishes. Okay. And it's going to be a lot of work there. All right. I love reading your guys' comments. All right. So as I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you guys. I'm just thinking on where the placement of the little waves and such are going to be. Okay. Very gentle. Not too wavy. I might throw some seagulls in there. And I'm thinking of the approach, perspective-wise. Perspective-wise, because of the clouds here. Okay. Once I get going, it's not as difficult as you would think. To do the water and do it right, it's a little time-consuming. Okay, and I'm not gonna go through all of that, but I will make it convincing enough and make it look, pretty cool. the sparkles or whatever, I might tease those around in here, but probably more off on this side because we still have the PIER to do. Okay, we're just not really super detailed or anything. All right, okay. Let's get with it. I hate cold coffee. Sacrilege. Okay. Need a pirate ship? Nope, already did it. No pirate ships. Okay. I do sit and stare at it because I need to know what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go with this, which is why I stare at it. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to pick a flat brush that maintains a pretty decent sharp edge to it. All right. We use this guy. This guy should be all right. It's a 1/2 inch brush. I don't use it very much. Let's start mixing here. Okay, we're going to go into actually we're just going to go right straight into our regular turquoise. Let me flesh out this overhanging cloud here. All right. I want you guys to see something now. Same texture. Look. Okay. It's not going to remain this color, but I'm just blocking it in. You're going to get a lot of values. This is only the first pass. This is my version of blocking it in. This is going to be dark. You'll see. You'll see. Take some of that color on the bottom of the brush. Keep on playing with it. Everything's horizontal. Horizontal, horizontal, horizontal. No crooked lines or anything. Okay. Horizontal. They get a little larger as they come toward us. But you'll see it. You'll see. Hashtag wait. Still blocking it out. All right. Let's get into a little bit of this blue that I'm going to need to get more of. I'll place it over here. A little bit of water. Very little bit of water. But I want more paint. Because I want this stuff to dry. Okay. We're going to build up just like this. Okay. All right. Horizontal. Build it up just like this. I'm not going to necessarily cover everything. Now, when you see me pop in a patch color like that, I'm using that. I'm using that color. Go get some more. You'll feel it on your brush when it starts to get either tacky or you're running out of paint. Or keep going. Stop not. It's going to be particularly dark in this corner over there. You'll see. I'm just building up these layers. All under here. Getting a little bit more. Hey JCT, how are you? Andrew, hello. Clouds on the, yes, clouds on the water. Straight. Make it a horizontal. Keep it horizontal. Hold on for 1 millisecond here. Let's get some more of this blue. Okay, a little more blue. We'll put it over here. I have a brush that maintains a pretty decent. Get some black. Mix that black and that blue together. Just like that. A little bit of water, loosen up the paint just a little bit. Be selective with the darkest color, okay? You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, be very selective how you use this part, okay? Let's do something with the PIER first. Right where the bottom of that PIER is. Now remember perspective here. And I'm going to show you with the darkness here. Okay. Especially underneath that PIER. All under here, these dark waves. All on here, fairly deep dark waves. Get a little more of that nice deep color. All up in here, fairly deep and larger. They can be larger and still the water be relatively smooth. All up under here. Keep it in a straight line. At least, or keep the strokes horizontal, not a straight line, horizontal. Yeah, you guys can see it. Just a lot of, you're just spending some time on it, getting the tones and the strokes going. All right. Keep going at it, keep at it, keep at it. What you feel you don't think you see, you'll see it. All gradual. Those who are watching, those who are new to painting, those who may be watching in the future, you can do this. Everybody has different concepts, different ways of doing things. I'm trying to do a technique for you that's easiest for you to do to grasp onto it. All right. More there. Keep it a little longer. Open it up a little bit. Make them a little static there. Like so. Take a little more black. I'm mixing it in with the bluish here. Mix it right in with that blue. Don't be afraid to mix that blue in with that black. I know where the PIER is. It's going to be darkest under here, and I'm just going to maintain a little more perspective here. Gets a little wider here. Always horizontal, go flat. Horizontal. Just like that. All right, okay. Get a little bit of water. Be very picky. I'm going to be grouping these in little spots. Very light. And sometimes I'm just touching it. Adding little shadows and stuff to this. Take your time. Now remember, there's white glycerin and the paint, so it's still maneuverable, still move it around. Okay. I don't have to be overbearing. I don't have to overpower the color. You follow me? It's going to be more of a light grayish type of thing going on with this. And that is absolutely 110% fine. Because as you look at it, we know it's dark here. Okay, but it's not going to be as dark as that foreground, but you know it's dark there. It's not going to be dark as underneath this PIER. But can you see, even though it's dark there, even though we got a little bit of this gray going on here, it's not as dark as this. It's not as dark as underneath. This is directly no sunlight going through there. All right, we got some overshadowing here, but it's not as deep as here. So you guys still got that perspective thing in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. And I'm picking spots with this that's not really covering up all the different variations of blue. Still keeping horizontal. And once again, have fun with this, please. Have a good time. You're not being graded. It's not a test. You know, you're not gonna get 20 extra points because you signed your name on it. We're gonna go back to our, well, you use this one. We're gonna go back to our little 1/8 inch brush, little fella. Oh, they are. A few of them are, yeah. Actually, they're mixed in with the bundle here. This little tiny fella. This is going to be for the highlight on this side. I was going to do something else, but I decided to keep with the flow of this stuff here. So let's go into our non-existent white. Let's get some more white. Yeah, they are mixed in over there. Come here. All right, let's try that again. Little touch of titanium white right here. Play with it right in here. Little bit of this turquoise green, put it in there. Like that. A little more titanium white. There. Really lighten it up. This will give the appearance of white, but we all know the truth. It will not be. It's just tainted with the ultramarine blue here. I could use a script liner for what I'm about to do, but what's the fun in that? All right, what we've done here. We're going to do on that side. With the ultramarine blue and white. Very tiny. Horizontal lines. Very small. Stagger them. Same premise. Very tiny out here though. Even if it feels like you barely see them, good. Yep, you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it. Building up tones. Building up little rippling highlights here and there. They get a little larger as they come forward. Little. Don't make toy soldiers. stagger them a little bit here and there. Marry a few of those into that dark area. And it's all right if you get some that kind of shine a little more than others. It's okay. I'll be moving on to a 1/2-inch brush shortly. Alright, we'll put this little guy away. Let's go back to my 1/2-inch brush. I will soak the brush in water, rinse it off. I got a little bit of turquoise still trying to cling on a little bit there. All right, here we go. We just tint the white with turquoise. Get a little touch of water, thin that up a little bit. Do I got any turquoise left in there? As it gets closer, you can add a little curve to them. And I'm gonna bring some of these into that dark area. They're a little larger here. You can kind of start playing with separate little waves, almost like a diamond look to them. And as you go into the dark areas, I'll show you in a second here. As you go into the dark areas, you start highlighting the top of the darkest area of some of those waves. All right. I don't think I have any more turquoise left. I'll pop some more turquoise in there. It's still being tainted a little bit. Yeah, I got some right there. Here we go. We'll tint that a little bit. Okay, and we'll continue on. I'll start here, just like that. I'll start tinting some of those darker waves a little bit, all up in here. I'm just following some of those darker lines. All right, very simple once you get into it. Okay, make sure everything's moving smoothly. There's little curves, peaks. See this? Look, you're following some of those curves of that. Now you've made these a while back, and basically all you're doing is mimicking. You're right on top of some of those dark lines there, right on top, just like that. You don't have to put them everywhere. Okay, you know, some of those little glints of light will hit the top part of those darker waves. Okay. just here and there, little spots. Slowly start building up. As you start narrowing things down and going into smaller details, you'll see them clear as day. Okay, and you look at your painting as a whole, see where it's heading. Okay. So we're almost there. No, I appreciate it. You know, people send them red to me, the kindness of their heart that I don't ask. They, you know, I receive cards and you know, you guys are very kind, very thoughtful, and I do appreciate it. I never take anything for granted, ever. I appreciate anybody. I mean, you know, if you spend 3 minutes here, I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, little palette knife. Let's do this while it's still in my brain to do it. Very, very carefully, as best you can. I'll make a little press, and I need to put more on there. And I just want to give a little shine to the horizon line. Doesn't have to be perfect. It can skip. Just like that. And just be mindful of how high you got the knife, the palette knife. Hopefully it can come across. I got too far. It's gotta be like right on the edge. Okay. Okay. Put that back. Peel that off there. All right, that making a little more sense there. Let's get our, I guess I'll deal with the, no, let's get the smaller, let's get the 1/4 inch brush. I got some brown here. This is umber. It's a little dark. I'll get a little bit of white. I'll lighten it up a little bit there. All right, something like that. Okay, you guys are giving weather reports. Once again, just like any other part of the painting. Of course, you guys don't see that. Hold on, I'm sorry. There we go, we're here. Let's zoom that in a little bit. Let's go up above. Put it right there. Focus it in there. All right, let's get a little more brown. A little more titanium white. Lighten that up a little. That should be okay. This is all paint, no glycerin, just pure paint. I'm moving my whole arm. This is once again 12 by 16 inch canvas, canvas roll, canvas glued to foam board. Okay, dokie. Yeah, we got a little bit of humidity here, but it's not as warm yet as it was in the past week. It was just miserable last week. It was crazy. All right, just the umber, right from the tube umber. Add a little bit of blue to this brown. Actually, just a little bit of blue and black to that brown. I just need a darker value right here. Okay. I know it looks like a diving board right now. You guys got jokes to push you off. Oh my God. Can't you feel the love in the room? Okay. That's funny. Too funny. Too funny. Can't you feel the lack of love tonight? She said to push you off. Well, Chrissy, I hope your insurance claim is paid up. Let's do it here first. No, let's do it here first. Right from here. Just like that. A little bit of black, a little bit of blue right now. Or a bit of the brown, a little bit of the blue. get yourself a flat brush with a very sharp edge. Okay, you see, you can already see where the perspective line is. All right, okay. Now I'm just doing this by eye because I've been doing this for a minute. This type of thing. They get a little thicker if they come towards you, a little taller. I'm gonna base the height from the top here, not from the bottom. Very, very gradual. All right. And the spacing is further apart. If I have to go back over them, I'll go back over them while they dry. But like I said, you'll see where they are. I'm going to use another, well, I might just see how this goes before I see that. Yeah, I'm not going to try that. What I'm going to do is use another smaller brush for these guys in the back there. I can do them here though. Yep, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. And what I'm doing is I'm judging by eye from one pillar to the other pillar. Okay, I'm gonna use a brown brush for the next few. I can manipulate it easier with the brown brush. Definitely need a little more. Let's get a little black, a little blue. Basically, from this point, just little thick dark paint will sell this. Ah, Chrissy. Hilarious. You guys are hilarious. But I enjoyed the chat. I want my chatters to have a good time. Just have fun. I want you to have fun on my page. Have a good time. Bear with me 1 second. I think you guys can see this. I'm not too much in your way. Little titanium white into the dark mix that I've already created here. Just a quick light source. On the right hand side. Why am I putting it on the right hand side? You see these clouds over there? Of course you don't see them, you just see the PIER. But that's the idea. Be a little careful here. A lot of it's dry, but I'd rather risk it with the towel than anything else right now. So Rick, you like to hit that cycle, huh? 1100. What you got, Rick? What size? Sorry guys, where was too high. Sorry. What size bike, Rick? Sounds like one of the big boys you got. All right, Joe. Yep, I realized it, Chrissy, that I'm like, oh my God, the camera's too low. Full size, all right. He's got the big boy. That's the kind of bike you hear Rick coming 3 blocks away. Here comes Rick. Now a little bit too much bike for the old man here. some reason I just want the attention to come over here. So I don't know, I just want the attention to be over here. Sometimes it's just by feel. And I just want people to look that way. You have less chance of being killed with your whole, you get a whole lot of people looking at you doing this. That loud mic. But you know what? Your bike, you bought it. Enjoy that thing. Enjoy it. Don't ask me to get on it, but enjoy it. This is yep, time to log off. Not really, not until I'm done. I'll streamline him a little bit. Hold on. Let's get that to a nice little point there. There we go. I'll just have the wings come this way. I just have them go the opposite direction. Put the head here. And let's give it a little bit of blue here, right down on the bottom. That Percy's underneath them there, just like that. I knew that was going to happen. Hello. Yep, this is Anthony. How are you? Oh, all right. Excellent. All right. I hope so too, sir. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All right. That was the call I was looking for. That was painless. All right. We're like 98% done, guys. Yeah, Rick, I can fully empathize with you, bro. Some people just don't give a damn. You don't have any doors. You don't have a hood and a trunk. It's just you with that helmet and a leather outfit, maybe. and it's 1,000 pounds of bike. All it takes is a little bump. Some people don't care. So you have to think, excuse my head, if you have to think for yourself, let's go up this high. You have to think for yourself and the other guy, unfortunately. I should use a script lighter for this, but I'll be all right. As you know, as acrylic dries, yeah, all right. As acrylic dries, you just have to kind of reinforce your brighter areas. Pretty much what you're seeing me do right now. The brighter you go, the less of it you need. Add to a little bit of texture. And sometimes all you need is just a little dot. Just a hint of what you got down there. I mean, I can bring it, some of it down below. A few of them maybe. No, not all of them. All right. Let's pull the camera back. See what we got here. Let's bring it like that and then pull back. And then we'll bring it back down here like so. That kind of figures that. Actually, hold on for me 1 second. We'll go here. All right. Put the focus on it. This is too big to put a frame on it anyway. But there you go, guys. Let me get the script liner here. I'll throw a signature on it real fast. I hope in these almost 2 hours and 40 minutes, I helped you out. And I answered some of your questions. I hope so. I don't want you to leave with more questions than any answers, to be honest. And mainly this is, you know, for the newbies, the intermediate guys and such. I really do like the canvas and the foam board there. I like the feel of it. It's, you know, it brings me back to my oil painting days, which I miss. There. All right, whole lot of tones and stuff going on with that, with the darker cloud there. And you got the lighter cloud up in here in front. You got the medium guy in the back there. Okay, we got a little bit of a little sneaky little glow back here. All right, got some tones of PIER green, the bluish green here. All right. I understand, Chrissy. I know. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, Shane. I know. Get that thing taken care of. Get some aloe. Rub that aloe on there, and really take care of yourself. You know, if I'd have thought about it, I would have just did the 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's going on 11 o'clock now, so yeah, it's 2:42, 2 hours 42 minutes I've been at this. But water, the clouds water, it takes time. I didn't really rush through it and everything. So I just wanted to take a little time and just chill and chat with you guys. And it's a little, like I say, a little early. Whether I would come on later on or not, it's debatable. We'll see how the day goes on. I gotta take big boy out here. Okay. But thank you guys. Thanks for coming through, Rick. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Aurora and Shane and Madonna. There's a few others that are in here. Hey, Cab Pro, thank you. If I forget your name, RV Weekends, thank you very much. And of course, Chrissy Canvas. Andrew. I know there's a few others. Vermont Paint. Hey, there you are, Bruce. You got another logo, another icon. I didn't recognize it, Bruce. Thanks for coming through, brother. There's a few in here. Joe. Some of them left. There's a few in here now. Hit that thumbs up if you like. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. I really do. Let me go take the big horse out. Let him run around and act crazy. I appreciate it. This will be on. I'll take a picture of it. And most of it, believe it or not, a lot of it's almost dry. Because I can see the reflection leaving. And once again, another experiment, another test, and everything. I don't do very many water things. So, guys, enjoy your, it's Thursday here. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I shall see you guys when I see you. All right. Peace.